are, folks, at Levi Strauss Speedway for our first dual race weekend of Season 12 of the NASCAR Pole Cup Series. Here's race 1. We had to split it into 2 races of 21 drivers each because the maximum capacity is 29 drivers in one track. And fireworks already as pole setter Kyle Collins shook off the 9 of Michael Walton right off the bat and led to the first caution flag. There were a lot of cautions in both of these races, so much so that we've decided to show you the wrecks at the end of each race instead of showing you in the middle and then going back to green, so that we can have some non-stop green flag racing for the dual races, and then we would have the wrecks, show you the wrecks at the end of each race, and at the end of both races we'll show the results from both races. Anyway, Collins continued to lead on that restart right there, and whoa, they're just bumping everywhere. Luke Walker took the lead after those bumps, but Jasmine Acosta is gonna lead back to the second caution of the race. Then we had a restart, and Jasmine Acosta just had a rocking restart after the second caution, but she gets loose on the corner, but unexpectedly she was able to keep it, and she was able to keep the lead. I'm surprised she was able to keep the lead after getting loose on that corner. And then that was our third caution. We would have another restart, and Jasmine would take the lead, but this time 2 lap cars, Chris Washer and the 2 of Dylan Young, stood behind second place driver, the 17 of Kyle Collins, Benjamin Miles. Oh yeah, he's also, well, he's not, I don't think he's down a lap. Is he down a lap? Well, yes he is, but Acosta gets shuffled out of line and loses the lead over to Kyle Collins, who passes all 3 lapped cars and retakes the lead from the pole. It's a short track, by the way, a lot of beating and banging. You're going to see a lot of that, a lot of wall smashing, a lot of wrecks, and the 17 continues to lead. Alex Hawkins is second, closing into the restart. Here they come, race to the line of the caution, and Collins won that battle. He would take the lead on the next restart with 13 laps to go in the first race. Collins hits the wall again, but no real damage so far for the leader. The 17 has been leading most of the laps today from the pole in the first race, and the 19 Alex Hawk has been playing catch up as the caution came out again. Then our final caution, our final green flag period, with 7 laps to go. Collins smacks the wall. Benjamin Miles a lap down, like I said, trying to get through a position, trying to make it harder for the leaders to stick by. Here they come, beating and banging with just 6 to go. He lost the lead to RJ Bishop. Collins in the wall. Bishop takes the lead. Here comes the 18 Jack Blake. Blake trying to take it away through the wall, throw the start finish line, and Jack Blake took it. No caution. We still race with 5 laps to go. He'd hit the wall. The 7 of Aaron Frank had a lot of room, and he's running in for the lead, trying to get the 18. Here they come, 4 laps to go. Frank would take the lead on that wall, but then the wall, he hits it again, and Mark Riggleman, coming out of nowhere, takes the lead from the 7 machine. And guess what? The caution would come out in the final 3 laps, and Mark Riggleman would hold off Aaron Frank to the caution, the final caution period of the race, the first race that is, and Mark Riggleman would take that first race under caution for his second win of Season 12, and he's the first 2-time winner of Season 12. Not a bad run for the rookie. Before we get you to the second race, let's show you the wrecks of the first race. we go. Green flag waves on race number 2 here at Levi Strauss Speedway as Johnny Garner took the pole, but instantly, right off the bat, he spins out on the very first corner of the race. So the pole sitter was not as lucky as it was in season 1, and Austin LaPlante, by the narrowest of margins, took the lead under the first caution. After that period, we'd have our second green flag run, and LaPlante did not have any challenge at all. He got a great restart, a much needed one, as Pichu in the 99 is now in second. But boy, Johnny Garner was not lucky, did not have the pole setter luck that Kyle Collins had a little bit briefly in the beginning of the first race, and Gardner would encounter many troubles later on in the race. As you see here, a battle for second. Kyle Singer, dumping Angel Navarro for second. But Nicolas Guerrero would pass them all, and even passes Nicolas Guerrero for the lead. I'm sorry, it was Austin LaPlante for the lead, and he would lead us to the caution. My bad, but anyway, Guerrero would lead under the restart. Oh boy, Kyle Singer gets dumped. Wow, there's a lot of aggressive racing than there was in race 1. Pichu would lead us to another caution period over Cody Hagan, the winner from Motegi. And with 20 laps to go halfway through, Pichu would try to make it. He bumps into the 88 of Hagan. Oh my gosh. Already, race 2 has turned to a wild one. Roman Rahal running second. Ian Dutter getting a better run. Ooh, boy. Oh, Pichu and Dutter have spun out. And Hagan survives, but Daniel Voiles, out of nowhere, jumps from 5th all the way to the lead. What a run by the 36. LaPlante would be back up to second with 13 laps to go. Boyle trying the best he can to hang on, and surprisingly, Pichu and Singer would remain in the top 5 even after they spun out. In fact, Pichu on the next lap after the restart would try to challenge for the lead, but then he gets hit the wall, and then the 77 Kyle Singer would take the lead over LaPlante. LaPlante, after all that, was still able to get second, and in fact, he was about to retake the lead, but then the caution came out. We would have our final green flag run of race number 2, happening with 6 to go. Singer leading, and Singer spins out with just less than 5 laps to go. Out of a win, LaPlante would take the lead under caution for the final time, and it would end under caution again, like in race 1. Final corner, Austin LaPlante will get the win here in a crazier race 2. In fact, both races were crazy by their own means. Before we get to the results from the first and second race, let's show you the wrecks from race number 2. Here are the results from both races. First up with race 1, Riggleman, like I said, it's his second win of season 12. He's the first two-time winner of the season. Not a bad run for the rookie, by the way, but he survived through many trials and errors like everybody else to get the win. And here's race 2's results. Austin LaPlante, by the way, he ties the longest gap between wins with Ryan Acosta, 7 seasons since his last win. He last won in season 5. So LaPlante and Riggleman make themselves known by winning both races at Levi's. Next race will be timed at Thornton, Illinois, the Aflac 300. See ya then.